Elon Musk and Tesla are famously anti-marketing, anti-PR. In fact, they got rid of their entire marketing and PR team years ago. So basically the only connection between the public and the media and Tesla is really Elon Musk's tweets. There is, of course, a group of people who think that that's perfectly adequate and everything is fine. But there's another group of people that feels like Tesla really does need some sort of professional PR team, including me. I don't necessarily think they need a whole team, but at least one person per country, just to lubricate things between the company and the public. But in conversation with a viewer on Discord, we came up with a possible wonderful solution. Hey y'all, it's Dr. Know-It-All. This is just a brief episode. I want to thank everyone, first of all, who watched my video from yesterday. Thank you all so much if you've watched it. If you haven't, you can definitely check it out. It's why Tesla almost has to win full self-driving, and it has to do it within the next calendar year or so. Pretty amazing when you look at the numbers. Anyway, as I said in the introduction, this entire thing comes out of a conversation that I had with M. Warger, who is a Patreon patron on Discord. Essentially, we sort of started with the idea that Tesla really does need some kind of PR. They need some sort of way of communicating things, particularly when there is FUD in the media, which is fear, uncertainty, and doubt. In other words, false things or misrepresented articles, stories that present either completely falsified facts, or they twist the facts around in a way that makes it seem very negative for Tesla. One of the things I always note when I'm looking at Tesla is that if, say, Ford or GM or Chrysler or any other company basically has a car accident, or the car catches on fire, or it doesn't behave well, that's not a story, right? If that was a story, there would be nothing but that on the news all the time. But literally every time a Tesla has a problem, if a brake fails, or if the batteries have a problem, or if there's a fatal crash, even if it's the driver's fault, the stories are just out there and it gets crazy. There's a huge negative bias towards Tesla in the media at large. It's very interesting. It turns out there's a lot of people in the United States who say they won't buy a Tesla because they will only purchase American-made cars. And that's a pretty crazy thing, right? They're based in California. I don't know what they think is American, but basically they're in California. They purchased an old factory. They're manufacturing these cars in the United States. So anyway, this happened most recently. This happened a lot in China. There was a whole bunch of Twitter and I think TikTok and other media that came out, social media, of course, and then that was picked up by the news, but they were completely false things. There was a bunch of cases where the Chinese, either social media or the official news, had to apologize about things that were factually incorrect about Tesla. But anyway, that raises the point that, of course, it would be nice if there was some way of combating this false information and getting true information out there. The historical issue, of course, is that if Tesla puts out a press release or something, they're usually ignored, or they're also twisted, or something along those lines. So, you know, there's a good reason why Tesla has kind of given up on this entire bent and decided just to ignore it all and hope it goes away. And I certainly respect that, but I also feel like there needs to be some kind of, like I say, a lubricant between the masses and between Tesla. And it can't just be Elon Musk's tweets. That's putting way too much pressure on one person, and he has a zany sense of humor. So, you know, I don't want Elon to not be Elon anymore. He needs to have his own Twitter account and do whatever he wants to, but something a little bit more official needs to happen. And I think we've come up with a solution. So what is that solution? The solution is a Twitter bot. So basically a Twitter bot is a robot, you know, or artificial intelligence entity that skims the Twitterverse and it pulls things that it finds interesting. So the simplest version, I have one on my Discord channel. By the way, if you're interested in joining Discord, you can join us at Patreon at any level and get access to Discord. So, you know, definitely check that out. But anyway, on our Discord channel, we have a Twitter bot that basically just repeats any tweet from Elon Musk, or any tweet or reply. I believe it's both of those. So anyway, if he says something goofy, right, he's like 420 or something like that, it will then immediately send that to our Discord channel so we can keep up with Elon's tweets. So let's take this one step further. My idea is that we take the top 30 or 40-ish most positive Tesla bulls, people who are factually correct, you know, polite about things, not rude or anything like that, and also talk very positively about Tesla. And we create a bot that skims these people's tweets and it finds anything related to Tesla, of course, because, you know, these are private citizens for the most part, so they might tweet about their dog or something, and that's not useful to pick up. But it could skim it, it could find out if it was from one of these trusted sources, it was about Tesla, and then of course there are sentiment analysis AI entities which can do sentiment analysis about these tweets and find out whether it's a positive tweet. Then what that bot can do is it can just simply replicate that, it can retweet that information, and so people like the media or us, you know, the masses, whatever, can just follow that particular source and we'll get sort of an aggregated positive Tesla story thread that will just go on. And so that will also have a way of combating this FUD, this fake news that's out there, because very often, Holmar's catalog is a good example in my mind, but he constantly is combating if there's like, you know, some fake stuff that's out there, he will tweet a response and he will explain what's really going on. So, right, so if you aggregate all of this stuff via a Twitter bot that is a relatively intelligent one, you could actually create a kind of un-PR team that is a way of not having human beings involved, but using AI to create a PR team virtually. So anyway, I think Elon Musk et al. Might find the kind of irony of doing this without even involving human beings so cool that they might decide to go ahead and do something like this. So I actually created @TeslaUnPR, or I think it's @Tesla_un. But anyway, if you go there, I'll put the link in the description again and I'll put it across the bottom of the screen. But if you go there, I've just created something that's just a stand-in right now. And if Elon Musk or Andre Karpathy or anyone else at Tesla is interested, I'm very happy to just transfer this account to you. This is just a placeholder. You'll love the password. I created a password that will make you very, very happy. Anyway, at present, this is just mostly a placeholder, but I'm going to try to create a simple bot. I'm waiting to get approval from Twitter to be able to have a developer account so that I can actually create a bot to do something like that with this particular thing. But anyway, it will hopefully have something. But again, like I said, this is just a placeholder for Tesla. If you're interested in this particular handle, by all means, you can take it from me. I'll be happy to give it to you. If you're not, you can create your own. But I just thought it would be kind of ironic and that Elon Musk would really enjoy the kind of irony of not having a PR team, but also having a PR team. It's basically crowdsourcing your PR team, right? You take these positive people and you aggregate all of their positive tweets about Tesla and just put it in a thread, and you're going to automatically get arguments against the FUD. You're automatically going to get positive things about Tesla, and it doesn't come from Tesla's official source, so it feels more real, right? These are individual people doing this. This is not somebody who's being paid X amount of dollars per year to speak positively about Tesla, which is the case for, you know, most other marketing and PR departments. So anyway, that's our idea. And like I said, we have an account made. It's @TeslaUnPR. If you're interested, join that. And if you know anything about creating good Twitter bots, definitely let me know, because I'm certainly no expert at that. I just figured I'd give it a try. But anyway, Tesla, if you're interested, I will hand over this account to you. Or of course, you're welcome to create another account if you prefer to do that. But anyway, I just thought this was such a cool idea. I would just do a quick episode on that. Let me know what you think in the comments. Is this a genius idea or is it stupid? Do they need human beings? Do they not need any PR at all and just, you know, let everybody say all the negative stuff that they need to and not make announcements in the way that they're supposed to? I personally think they need something. But anyway, I'd be very happy to hear what you have to say. Definitely let me know in the comments what you think. Alrighty, I hope you enjoyed this episode and found it fun and thought-provoking. If you did, definitely like it, and of course consider subscribing for more of this. As always, and in particular, a huge shout out to my patrons on Patreon. This is an amazing thing that I get to come up with these ideas in conversation with my patrons and then get to pass that on to all of you out there. So definitely thank you to my patrons. And for those of you interested in investing, check out WeBull, an amazing platform for buying and selling stocks and now cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, Dogecoin, and others. Open an account and get a free stock valued at up to $200 or $300 until June 17th, and fund your account and get another free stock valued at up to $1,600 or $2,000 until June 17th. Check out the link in the description and help the channel at the same time. Thank you. And of course, don't forget about our merch store, which has awesome t-shirts like Tesla Rockets for the People, Don't Mess with Tesla, other t-shirts, tumblers, mugs, etc. So check out the link in the description. And finally, don't forget we are both Tesla and Amazon affiliates. If you look in the description, you can see how going shopping for a car, a solar roof, a power wall, or anything on Amazon helps out the channel. And as always, feel free to ask me questions in the comments or at my email address, which is DrKnowItAllKnows@gmail.com. Till next time, bye-bye.